All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Call Allah, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Call Kadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim, continue to preach the truth and know truth and sincerity. All right, this is from an article I came across. The article is from 2 days ago. And it's funny, the guy, this article about they put devil horns on his head. But this is from futurism.com, and it's a news platform. They cover science and technology type things. So obviously you see the direction that Esau's going as far as the digital utopia and this digital world that, you know, they're about to bring to fruition. So yeah, basically, you know, the article reads, it says, top AI investor says goal is to crash human wages. So that goes what we talk about all the time, what grind and ceasing. All right, so for the last few years now, there have been jobs being lost. There's been retail apocalypses. There's been a bunch of things regarding to jobs being lost. And what they're doing to replace the humans is AI shit, all this AI. See, top AI investor. Now, clearly he would want AI to start taking over more and more because he's invested in it. You know what I'm saying? And that just goes to ploy of these rich men, these Edomites, that's, you know, basically doing all this foul shit and basically trying to bring in this new world order, basically, because this new world order entails of a digital world, all right? So they could be more control of things, so they could track everything. They could see everything you're doing as far as spending money, because what this devil's god is his money. And that's the way that he has control of the earth is the bankers, the central banking firms, the elite, they control the money system. But I'm going to get into this real quick. I don't got that much time at the plantation still, but it says... Yeah, so it says top AI investor says goal is to crash human wages. It says waging war. It says Mark Andreesen, whatever, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, co-founder of the massive venture capital firm Andreesen Horowitz, which has its fingers in pretty much every pie in tech, has revealed an eyebrow-raising detail in his techno-optimist vision of the future. It says in a recent tweet, the American billionaire investor casually proclaimed that AI must crash everyone's wages before it can deliver us an economic utopia, one that'll definitely happen and certainly not create a permanent underclass of have-nots. So basically, that was the thing they were saying. That's what they were saying. Well, Elon Musk and all them billionaires were talking about the universal basic income. So basically, it would have no. It won't be no really much separation of low class and high class because everything's gonna be digital. All right, now whatever kinks they got, they still want to be on top. All right, they still gonna be on top because what? That's why they're investing in it. They're the ones that's still gonna be profiting off of everybody getting with the digital utopia. It says a world in which human wages crash from AI logically, necessarily, is a world in which productivity growth goes through the roof and prices for goods and services crash to near zero. Andreesen wrote consumer cornucopia, everything you need and want for pennies. And basically, what's that really ultimately bringing? That's bringing what? The MOTB. That's bringing in the actual market of beasts, the micro C-hip. Matter of fact, let's see what that word means, because I ain't never seen that word before. What does it say? Cornucopia. It says what? Horn of plenty, ancient emblem of fruitfulness and abundance. So basically it's an abundance. Okay. So basically it says consumer abundance, everything you need and one for pennies. So that's the ploy. Everything's gonna be cheaper. You know, that's how they're gonna say they're gonna end inflation. That's why they inflated this dollar in the first place. So that's what they bring in this. It says, so fret not, lowly laborer, you may be destined for financial ruin, but paradise is right around the corner, pinky promise. See? So fret not, lowly laborer. He called him lowly laborer. It says you may be destined for financial ruin, but paradise is right around the corner, pinky promise. But where is the paradise really for the nation of Israel? All right, because we're the lowly laborers, man. These other nations, they're not lowly laborers like Israel is. And who you think they're gonna target first? Jake. It says Andreesen says, suck it up at the top of this part. It says Andreesen's tweet is a revealing example of the ruthless economic logic that underlies tech moguls' utopic visions of the future. says ruthless. These devils are ruthless. And it says in which progress is a foregone conclusion, rendering everyone's economic suffering in the in turn merely a means to an end. Like overzealous fitness instructors, they always choose to emphasize the need for pain to achieve anything. So what they're saying that's why that's why they basically inflating the dollar. And that's why everything's getting expensive, because they're doing that because this is what they have in mind once it gets so crazy and the bubble bursts. They're going to come with this new digital system. It says the author of the Techno-Optimist Manifesto, Andreesen, also embodies how these brutal economic paradigm shifts are dressed up in benign rhetoric. AI-induced wage collapse is a consequence that happens logically and necessarily according to the billionaire. Somehow, none of these AI evangelists' optimistic visions involve immediately improving people's lives in a meaningful way, or foreground measures to mitigate the tech's massively disruptive potential to the job market, except perhaps with broad gestures to a universal basic income. There it goes again, universal basic income. And it's an idea that Andreesen, ever the unapologetic capitalist, happens to hate. Per his manifesto, it would turn us all into zoo animals. It says, bow down. It says, above all, many of these ultra-rich tech types like Andreesen can't help publicly fantasizing about punishing the poor. Larry Ellison, for instance, co-founder of the software outfit Oracle, drooled about how AI would superchange the surveillance state, ensuring that citizens will be on their best behavior. And you see, New World Order. This is what this is all bringing. It's all pointing to the New World Order, where these billionaires are on top and they control under these elites. They see everything. They record everything. It says, when asked in an interview how about AI killing creative jobs, OpenAI former chief technology officer Mira Murati glibly suggested that those jobs shouldn't have been there in the first place. Those jobs shouldn't have been there in the first place. It says Andreesen seems to justify his disdain towards workers by claiming that many of them are America-hating communists who are infiltrating his companies and destroying them from the inside out. That's just bullshit right there. It says, with such seething contempt towards their employees, it makes sense why all the richest people in the world are suddenly throwing ungodly amounts of money at technology to automate the jobs of the rank and file. Get rid of the humans. And you see, remember, Donald Trump is embracing AI and all this cryptocurrency. So this and Donald Trump got a bunch of these what you would call it, these billionaires, since he's a billionaire himself, but all these tech billionaires in his cabinet. Elon Musk is talking the same thing that this guy Andreesen is talking about. Universal basic income, getting rid of the workers, making everything AI, getting everything automated. That was the whole thing why the people were striking at first, the port workers. Well, I forget what month was that, August, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it was striking. They only did it for a day. But it wasn't just about wages. It was about the everything being automated, man, and basically taking the human workers out. And that's what they're trying to do. So they're getting all this in place. They had the whole C-19 lockdown happen where they got everything more digital, everything more AI. They're getting it off the ground then. And now they're about to bring it out to the masses. And that's going to bring what? The RFID micro C-hip. And let's get it. Matter of fact, hold up. Get this real quick. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 3. And it says, in a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Now that's the billionaires actually. Billionaires and the stock people, all the people in the financial world, they're all talking about how to get a financial hold on everything. So they're going to come with this new system. You heard the billionaire would talk about what? He said what? What he said? He said, He said, this is one of the billionaires, says, Andreesen seems to justify his disdain towards workers by claiming that many of them are America-hating communists who are infiltrating his companies and destroying them from the inside out. And it says, with such seeing contempt towards their employees, it makes sense why all the richest people in the world are suddenly throwing ungodly amounts of money at technology to automate the jobs of the rank and file. So what? To get rid of the humans. The keepers of the house will tremble. It says in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. It says what? And the grinders cease because they are few. It's less and less jobs. And they're making more and more things automated, man, to where they're not going to need human workers, man. And which means what? They ain't going to need to pay them. That's why they talking all this universal basic income. Universal basic income, basically to where like what? You basically don't work, but you still get paid. And they said the goods and services remain. Who's going to be doing the goods and services? AI and the robots. That's why they said what? A digital utopia. I believe they even said in the article. Did it say in an article? What's that? Economic utopia. Yeah, look, it says in a recent tweet, the American billionaire investor casually proclaimed that AI must crash everyone's wages before it can deliver us an economic utopia. Okay, so verse 4, and it says, Ecclesiastes 12:4, it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets, and when the sound of the grinding is low, and that's happening right now, the sound of the grinding is low. And it says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Music is trash. The music industry has been exposed because everything's been exposed for all the wickedness been done behind closed doors. The whole entertainment industry, man, not just music, entertainment. It's all being brought low. Hollywood being brought low. All the Diddy parties, all the fuck shit they've been doing for all these years, all these decades, it's all coming out. Because why? We at the end. All right, but what's going to be the ultimate thing they're going to bring? This. He calls of all. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he said, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that was the MOTB, the Michael C. hip. And they have it out. They have it out right now. Actually, people have it already. But it said he calls of all because that's what he's doing. That's what this is leading up to. One world order, one world currency, a digital utopia. Everything is hooked into the same system. Globalism. That's what this is all about. And ultimately, so he can bring in his mark. But that's ultimately what? That's the will of the Lord. And that's how he's having them do it. Making the whole currency, making the whole financial system digital. AI. Cashless society. Digital currency. Universal basic income. Universal. That's everywhere. Let's go. What's the word? Let's go into universal real quick. Because you keep throwing that around. Oops. Oh, yeah, then how would they have that? Universal. It says pertaining to or characteristic of the whole of something specified, occurring everywhere, affecting the whole world or cosmos, which is goes into the word world in the scriptures. But it says what? Pertaining to or characteristic of the whole of something specified, occurring everywhere, affecting the whole world or cosmos. Altogether, whole, entire, universal basic income, one system, which everybody's going to be getting paid under the one system. And he mentions it. He mentions it. Where does he mention it? Yeah, right here. It says, somehow none of these AI evangelists' optimistic visions involve immediately improving people's lives in a meaningful way or foreground measure to mitigate the tech's massively disruptive potential to the job market, which is what? The grinders. It says, except perhaps with broad gestures to a universal basic income. A universal basic income. All, including all. Everybody's going to be under this one system. The New World Order. This is their goal. And that's the script. That's what the scriptures say, and that's how they're gonna do it. So yeah, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. It says, 16. Excuse me. It says, and he calls of all. He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So he's gonna end up. That's what's gonna be this was bringing the cause. He's going to cause all. That's everybody going to get the mark in them. And that's how they're going to be able to actually keep tabs on everything. And that's the ploy. That's what they're trying to do. You already got Elon Musk, who was also talking about the universal basic income. He already got the whole Neuralink thing with the brain C hips. So this technology, they've already said what they're trying to do and what they're going to do. Because he said it's for surely going to happen. Hold up. Let me see where he said it. Nah. Hold up. Okay, yeah. So this guy, Andreesen, he says in a recent tweet, he said the American billionaire investor casually proclaimed that AI must crash everyone's wages before it can deliver us an economic utopia. One that'll definitely happen and certainly not create a permanent underclass of have-nots. It said what? One that'll definitely happen. So this is going to take place. This is what all the men with all the World War III and Jacob Trouble and all that. This is it. This is how he keeps control. This is how he's going to, in his world, try to play the Most High. So it says he shall be like the Most High. And how you be like the Most High when you see everything they're doing? He's trying to keep eyes on everyone. But but you're not the Heavenly Father. You're not Yahweh. You're still but a man. And your years, and you have more years behind than ahead. That's why they rushing to do all this so quickly. But okay, yeah, continuing on in Revelation 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And who is that man? Esau, the nation of Edom. Starting with these elites. It says, and his number is 603 score 6. 666. 3 score is 60. 666. That's the number. And right now, who is the number 666 resonate with? Satan. And that's who you see. You see that, right? Look. You see the horns. Oh, I can't click on it. You can't even see the horn, but you see that red on the dude's head? I guess that's Andrew's. I guess that's him. But either way, you see the horns? Look like fucking demon. But that's about it, though. I got to get going. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostles of Israel, a.k.a. the Apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and love.